3, 2, 1. Let's jam. You say so. No way. I would have accepted one missed shot. That would have been bad, but not embarrassing. But yeah, that after that I was like, nope, not going to accept that. Haven't needed to reset on Angel in a while, but it happens. I swear you can do this without getting hit. Yes! I did move forward a bit, but that worked out. Shoutouts to Simna, I believe it was. I think Simna's the one who found this. Really, whoever found it wasn't me. Simna or Nate. I think it was Simna, but it could have been Nate. Oh, darn you. Very nice. Got that twice in a row.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
You know, I'm not sure how much more I'm going to touch this category after I beat Nate's time, but it's fun for what it is. I do need to get back to Killer8 on the US version. That has a nasty death in it. Actually, if I get close to if I like beat my PB by a good amount, if I get sub 255, that means that my JP Killer8 PB will be faster than my US PB. Which will be funny considering US Killer8 is actually faster, it's just I had that really unfortunate death in my US Killer8 PB, so that was on track for like a 252 or something. It'll be something to see. If I actually do get a PB in this run and nothing goes terribly wrong. But mainly from Encounter, actually, Encounter 2.
Dangerous.
To Smile 2, there are a lot of things I can improve upon. Like, as far as, like, major mistakes, my early game was pretty solid. So my late game was not. Not even just the duplicator and alter ego. There were mistakes. Routing mistakes in Encounter.
Dangerous.
Oh, wow. Okay, that made up for it. Marginally better than the previous run, that room. Just because I got the two at the same time.
Dangerous.
This has been a slightly better run than the reset one I had earlier, so I'm happy about that, I guess. Shame I had to reset, but better, so. Assuming I don't mess up the angel. The angel's the real time waster. Easy to lose time on the angel. You're not here. The rest of this is pretty.
Man, what? What?
Dangerous.
Sure. Yeah, just in case.
Dangerous.
Okay, so I didn't need to do that deal, but just in case I messed that up, which has happened, so. And I didn't end up messing up my blood route because I have just enough blood to pair one. This is the last vial I need in this chapter.
Dangerous.
Please help me. That monster is quick. But I ran away, but I ran strenuously in it and over it again. When not waiting early, it explodes when not killing early. Oh, bliss. Kill today. Do someone else it is.
That was a little slower. That was 6 or 7 shots. The run I had earlier was 4, but not a too big of a time loss. Especially in Killer8. I'm a bit pickier on normal on how many shots I get because of how the hitboxes are, but Killer8 I don't really mind as much. Stuff like that. Okay, let's not mess up the angel.
You think you killed me? Better think again.
Okay. Good. I actually was a little bit safer there in that I went a little bit further than I probably needed to on each cycle, but after that last failed fight, I figured I might as well just give myself a bit of leeway there. Otherwise, this chapter has been really solid.
This is so mean. This is so mean. Can't get it up?
Nice. Very solid chapter. Oh, and if anybody's noticed, I changed the split names to their correct JP equivalents, so it's no longer Sunset 1, Sunset 2, Cloud Man. It's now Setting Sun, Clouds. I'm a fiend for getting things right. Representing this version of the game properly? Well, then I'll gladly be a fiend. But my Setting Sun 1 was actually really nice in my previous run. Wait, was it? I know Setting Sun 2 was. Oh, I remember I took a super risky strat at the beginning of this. I don't think I'm gonna do that again. Just because I don't want to throw away that really good angel. It's not too much of a time loss anyway. A backup. Yeah, I remember my Sunset 2 being really nice. I don't remember much about Sunset 1, probably because Sunset 1 is just predictable.
Ah, Garcian. How
A lot more can go wrong in Sunset 2 if you're not careful. I'm also hoping that this run doesn't die. Well, or rather, the internet doesn't die. Well, naturally the run, I would not like that to die either, but I've been doing different bandwidth tests at different times each day. Hopefully, we'll be fine, because I've had it drop a few times, but there have also been a few times where it didn't drop, so during those tests, including one earlier today. So we shall see. And if nothing else, if it does drop, I at least have the raw footage of the game if it's too much footage lost. Okay, so the strat that I used in the waiting room was I dodge rolled the Smiles as a mask. I triggered the micro in doing so, and then that caused micro to of course appear. I shoot it, then I shoot the Camellia, but that was pretty risky. So I'm just gonna do a slightly slower but safer strat of killing both of these Smiles as Young Harmon, so I have to be careful to make sure the recoil does not mess with the Camellia. And then kill the Camellia. Oh, gosh, they have so much health. So that was slower. But the last try I did was riskier. And I don't want to throw away that good angel. Gosh, they have so much health. Absurd. Like, even regular enemies, those guys have a ton of health.
Dangerous.
Overall, Sunset 1 is... excuse me, Setting Sun. Gotta get it right.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
A little too far away from both of those guys.
Fuck you.
Not, okay, nice. I have no idea how I've nailed that twice in a row, but... I don't necessarily need that blood, but... I guess cool if I get hit. Also, I'm not sure you can hear it, but I have that window fan that I mentioned. I have that running. I don't think you can hear it. I can only see it being picked up very faintly sometimes by the mic, but I imagine probably can't hear much at all. It's not that hot, but when I stream, it can get stuffy. So I figured I'd use it, and it's nice.
Fuck you.
Okay, that's good. Like, in fact, the way I'm sitting, it's like blowing, like, right to me, which is really nice. And I never remember the instant enter here, no, I'm not gonna mess it up. I remember the instant enter for the thing. For the vase itself, but the rest of these I don't quite remember offhand. Oh yeah, definitely, I've noticed the difference. Like, it hasn't been that hot lately. Ironically, I get it after the massive heat wave, but it's definitely doing work right now. A lot of times when even when it's like, say, a normally okay day, like 7 to 70, when I stream, I'm naturally gonna have my door closed but the window open, but it still ends up being a little stuffy, so this helps circulate the air. That's really nice. Doing work. What? Oh, okay. Could have been a cut track. Still on the soundtrack. They didn't find a place to put it in the game. Or it could just be in a very obscure place. And or a place where you do hear it, but only very briefly, so in turn, you probably don't recognize the full track.
Dangerous.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know, they're really good tracks that certain games that don't play for that long. So you'd probably never hear them for that long. Unless you're sitting down for the full soundtrack. Not even a sound test. Oh, that's nice.
Dangerous.
Gosh, I love that setup that I have there. Oh. I used to think that smile, the dodging that smile would be so clunky, but no, it took a while, only in the last few months where I found that. That's so satisfying when you get that. That said, I'm not sure if I would do that in US 8 quite yet. Still. Of course, doing that also causes this camera angle to be kind of funky, and I'm not used to it. Oh, darn you. Yep, see? That really threw me off. Probably should not have mock speed. I should have mock speed actually after the smile. That probably would have been a better bet, since I'm not used to the angle like I said. So that did waste a bit of time. I should have neutral turn there. Overall, this has been for average setting Sun 1. I do expect to lose a bit of time compared to my PB just because of the waiting room, though. So I imagine I wouldn't. Probably wasn't slow enough to make it a red, but we'll see.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Already, it is unpleasant. The nightmare is much already. No one believes me. The monster in this time. The their strange business of it is done. Which it isn't possible to remember. It isn't possible to remember there. Don't shoot. Don't shoot only there. Nay, nay, it is false.
The one way to find out, Shinzo. Exactly. Do that.
Fuck you.
Okay. Good. I'm still not sure if simply pressing the least amount of buttons, like pressing just up as opposed to going all the way to Kevin, because the time save from running through this hallway is so marginal, it's almost like not even a factor. You would obviously change from mask, but beyond that, matter too much. Jeez. Okay, I shot a few more extra shots just because I felt like I was missing a lot. Like her recoil was affecting my aim, and also just my aim wasn't great in general. Hope my aim improves by the time I get to. I was gonna say Ayami, but now that I think of it, Kurahashi and Akiba kind of need it too. Also, nice animation. Yeah, we're good. I did miss a few shots. I was aiming for 60 something that ended up being not even 60. Oh, and wow. I actually expected to lose time, but I gained time. Not that bad. Don't know where I gained that time from. Considering one room was quite a bit slower, out of choice, just based on the strat. 2 golds? Not gonna balk at that. If I'm gonna lose time, though, I feel like I got a 3 dice roll. So if I don't get a 3 dice roll or lower, that's automatically time lost. And then Kurahashi and Akiba went pretty well. Oh, but I remember I lost, I think, yeah, I lost a ton of time in Cloudsman because my Almeida shooting, the Almeida Smile shooting was just dreadful. I'll probably lose time in Setting Sun 2, gain time, unless my aim is equally bad in Cloudsman again. No need to scan these guys. Oh, that incidenter was lower. I knew that before. I should have taken into account. It's knowledge that I knew I had. Forgot for the time moment. Or menu movement. I could actually tank everything as Young Harmon. I figured just might as well just kill one as Coyote. On there. Okay, 4. I'll take that. Only one more than my previous run, so technically a time loss, but a negligible time loss. I think I'm gonna get a bit closer to the Camellia than I did last run. I recall it nearly threw me off flat. Okay, that worked out nicely. Oh, that was really dumb of me. Like, it's not a big deal losing that vial of blood, but it's just a little bit slower to invisible there. You don't need to go invisible there, really. You do need to go invisible here, though, based on what I did before. Double checking to make sure I had enough blood. I do. I was wondering if the blood count would be okay, but in Killer 8 on the US version, my blood count would not have been okay there. Here it is. Kill the frames, save the past. Oh no. Oh, yep. I blame my controller on that one. Chance of that being the controller were probably just 60%. Maybe. Or maybe just 60% me. Imagine if this game didn't let you skip Remnant Psyches after you select them. That would be tragic. Dude, good luck. Not quite the best luck, though. It was 1-1-3. Best would have been obviously 1-1-1. Yep, and that's all the blood that I had. Fortunately, the backside that I killed gives me a bit more to work with. For what else I need for mandatory... Aren't you? Mandatory blood use. Wait, Shentok, if that track wasn't in the sound test, could it still potentially still be in the game files? Like, could you? I'm not sure if you have a way to check that though. It could still be dummied out. I don't know why I thought of that. Actually, I do know why I thought of that, because there are tracks like that in Killer 7 where they're on a disc but just never used. Though this game doesn't have a sound test. Gosh, this battle is so annoying if you try to do it as Mask, but if you do it as anyone else, it's really easy. Naturally, the way the game sets it up, they sort of assume you'll fight him as Mask, or that you wouldn't think to change to anyone else, which I didn't think you could. Never thought of it till I saw an unfinished segmented run of this.
There is a dream. If becoming big, it becomes a president. It makes a world where there is not a bad person. It promises. It kills already. It is a peaceful world. It is a world which no one obstructs. The nuisance of two persons is necessary. The old man doesn't die at all. When not destroying a brain, the root of breath isn't stopped. The big old man, the dire bent ender.
Alright, here's hoping for a good fight. I had a really good fight last time. Here's hoping this one is good. Really good first fade. Bad. Ew. Too long on that last one. Okay. Aside from that one missed shot, that was a pretty solid fight. A little bit slow on some of the aiming there. Very solid. Oh, and I'm gonna gain time. Even more time. Dude, I am playing really well right now. I don't feel like I'm playing well, but apparently I am playing well. Like, I feel like I'm playing pretty averagely. I don't think I'm playing poorly. I just don't think I don't feel like I'm playing my best, but I guess yeah. Either that, or I just had some time losses in my previous run that I just don't remember. But this is a chapter where I know for a fact I can and should gain time. Playa Britannica, welcome. Yeah, it's a very good run. Welcome. I'm really surprised at how good it is. Like, I didn't expect to gain this much time. Like, I fully expected to be within 10 seconds, give or take, of my PB, but no, I'm legitimately ahead by nearly 40 seconds. And I can gain a minute and a half alone just from Alter Ego. And I should gain a minute and a half unless something tragic happens randomly. Tragedy does indeed befall our hero. I don't know. I feel like the only thing that can really... I think my last run had the biggest thing that could have gone wrong. Apart from dying. And I know what not to do, essentially. Exactly. And they were honestly mistakes that I should have known better. Well, one of them, the duplicator in Alter Ego, was the mistake I should have known better. Another case was me being a little bit unsure of the route on L2. Well, that wasn't as big a deal as the Alter Ego one.
fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked.
Okay, a little bit wonky with that last smile, but that was much, much better than the hot mess that was my previous homemade grinding session. There's got to be a better way to map that out, though. I feel like I could be much more efficient in those kills. That's something I'll bring up in the Discord. Maybe the other guys will have some ideas. Them to actually did have a really interesting idea with these 4 smiles. If they respawn, we could have just exited this room after killing the 4 here, then re-entered. But unfortunately, these smiles do not respawn. That would have been really interesting, though. As in, if a smile is materializing, can I run past it if I'm fast enough? Yes. That's what you mean. It happens a few times in the run. Did I kill... There's a micro I kill. I think it's worthwhile to kill it in US 8. I don't think it's worthwhile to kill it here. Fully remember. I'll kill it. It wouldn't hurt. Okay, this will give me 6. I'll kill the micro. If it winds up being slower, oh well, it'll be a super minor thing in the... Well, I guess. It's really easy to kill, like it's barely a time loss. Yeah. Oh, whoops. You can time it so that right when you do that, you get like you have to be really fast on it though. I actually try to do that in the first session of killing the Almeida Smiles. Like if you notice, I try to put my reticle right at them. And then sometimes it works out, but sometimes it doesn't.
Dangerous.
Like you can't shoot them while they're static though. They have to be like while they're materializing. You cannot do anything to them. A task would actually be interesting to watch. See how smoothly a task would kill them. That said, you can pre-scan them, as in when they are materializing, and you scan them. When they actually do show up, they will, you know, be pre-scanned. That is something we do all the time. As opposed for them just materialize them being invisible from the get-go. Okay, one duplicate. Okay with that. Whoops. Okay with that though. That shouldn't mess up any camera angles, as far as I can tell. This is a little bit of menu movement that I can never get as smooth as I want it to be. That was pretty good. I should practice that one day, just for like 10 minutes, just go through and select the picture over and over. Oh hey, dropping frames.
Dangerous.
Whoa, no, no, no! Oh my gosh, that could have been bad. Controller messed up there for a second.
Dangerous.
That actually never happened before, so glad I caught that.
Dangerous.
For safety, I'm gonna heal 2 vials. Mainly because of Almeida. I don't want to be at minimum health. Although I could kill Phantom, it wouldn't be that good. Or rather, a Protector. Not Protector, literally 2 smiles, I didn't say the right one. The backside. Oh yeah, I think we're good. I don't need to kill or anything else. It means I won't have a Mach speed, but I was really worried that the other backside, when I accidentally got hit by that other one, was going to be right behind me. Or maybe an Almeida. That's a pretty volatile area to make a mistake. So I can't Mach here, but ultimately, I think I made the right call for safety back there. And this is such a short distance anyway, where not mocking is not a big deal. Oh yeah, I think this chapter, if you want to sell somebody... Oh, I thought there was a bigger... whatever. A bigger staircase there. Anyway, I think if you want to show somebody Killer7 and convince them, it should definitely be Cloudman. It's the most self-contained and it's where I think it's where the gameplay really clicks them. Like, it takes a bit of time for the game to really gel, especially since the game starts you off pretty confusingly in Medias Res. Like the beginning of this game can be pretty off-putting. The Cloudman is where everything really gels. I'll probably lose a bit of time due to those earlier mistakes, but I think I'll still be green. Oh, I was really worried there. That was... So I'm not gonna get a gold on this chapter, I feel, but I'm definitely gonna beat the 1624. Yeah, recall that. Unfortunately, I cannot play Let It Die, but some people seem to like it. I know I've seen one or two people wish it came on PC, and it's like, yeah, that'd let me play it too, because they don't have much interest in the PS4 as of right now. Okay, didn't save as much time as I would have hoped, but ultimately still in the green. So I actually don't have that much time to save in Encounter 1. It's Encounter 2 where I can save a good bit of time, I feel. Just because of a mistake I made at the beginning of Encounter 2. And maybe if my aim is better on Ayami too. If anything, my Ayami 1 was so good that unless it's just as good, I might actually lose time in Encounter because my mistakes weren't that big. But my Ayami was basically perfect. Mistake I made at the beginning of Encounter was I just got hit by the backside. My dodge rolling was not on point for whatever reason. As long as I get that, I'll be good. Yo, Lane. Thanks for the host. Appreciate it. How are you? And Lane's viewers. Welcome, one and all. It is a shame that we have to turn into Mask and then turn back into Con immediately, but that's just how the route works. Con is just otherwise so fast, and the next few rooms are ultimately balances out. Might need to retime that, but
Dangerous.
yeah, it's just you need the blood from them, and there's otherwise no other real way to run past them. Here's where I messed up before, but I somehow managed to make it through. But die. Let's do it better.
Dangerous.
Okay, see, that was the dodge roll I messed up before. And yep, did this room perfectly. You know, I need to do blindfolded Killer7 sometime soon. I wanted to do it before the PC release. Released, of course. I need to decide on a day. Like I want it to be a specific day of the week, rather. I'm not gonna do it in one sitting.
Dangerous.
Blindfolded Killer7. I just want to. I have to do it in more than one sitting. Thinking maybe doing it on Sundays, but I'm not sure. Heal, then switch to Windrow.
Dangerous.
Maybe I probably should have only healed one. Yeah, I should have only healed once, but that's not a big deal. It just means that I have to kill the Protector before I kill the backside, after leaving the room as upgraded mask. Did I get them both? Nope. I thought I did. It sounded like I did, but never mind. Here's receiving me. See, had I had not used that vial of blood earlier, one extra vial of blood to heal on earlier, I would have had enough to just destroy the backside immediately, but because I didn't have enough blood to do that, I just killed the protector. He gave me enough blood to kill the backside there, so ultimately not a big deal, but it is something.
Adios.
I think from now on I'm gonna do that. Like I try to go for the dodge roll on the mother once, and then if that doesn't work, I just tank it. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time just repeatedly trying to tank or dodge roll it, and in turn just wasting time as opposed to just going forward.
Dangerous.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh, darn you. Fortunately, blood is not an issue at all at this point in the chapter, but that's still time wasted healing.
Dangerous.
Fuck you.
This is an amusement park. It is the amusement park which was seen in the dream. It came to the ashes like a garden. It plays with fat fishes like a mouse. It is. When they reach the lead, it begins to run away. The escape lag is fast. When pursuing too tenaciously, it loses. The chapter speaks. It is sniping in your heart. It surely astonishes. Acting ashes like a mouse is stupidity.
See, I end up having full blood at this point. blood is not a big deal in this chapter. At this point, rather. Okay, mediocre targets. I haven't had a bad ceramic in a while. Granted, I'm not using the fastest strat yet. There's a strat that I think it was Nate who developed it. It could have been somebody not me, essentially. Where you use a mock speed, go to a specific point, and shoot them. I'll probably start implementing that in my runs. I did mean to do, or rather I do mean to do some more emulator streams of this game. Just so I can practice a lot of that sort of smaller nitty-gritty stuff. Maybe just test some things out while It does help that since I'm running on this better PC that it won't lag nearly as much as it would on my laptop. Running Dolphin. Okay, so the only thing that's really left of this chapter is Ayami. And so I'm hoping that the fight goes perfectly like it did last time. Otherwise, I think I'm going to be losing time on this chapter. So not a lot of time even. Not perfect. Because the rest of this chapter has been solid aside from a few mistakes here and there. Not even that big of mistakes either. A little bit slow on that, but At least I didn't select a different character.
Dangerous.
Don't mock speed in Vinculum Gate. Don't mock speed in Vinculum. Hello, Barfy. Welcome. Thank you. So I'll probably lose. Oh, I expect to lose like 20 seconds total in this chapter. Based on the mistakes I've had, and assuming I don't have a great Ayami. Nice! Oh, I take that back. That was one of the fastest mid-rolls I've had in this category in a long time. I think I figured out the trick. I've been aiming too high. I should be aiming just right at the shoulder. I mean, I've been aiming a little higher than that. So let's see. I don't know. After that, maybe I'll be ahead. I mean, of this chapter, I'm probably still going to be ahead overall. Most likely, I will be ahead overall, but I'm aiming for this chapter. So. Which do fire ring? I have barely enough blood to kill Ayami in 3 shots. Assuming I don't miss. Okay. Oh my gosh, dude. How? Where did I gain that time? I legitimately don't know. I'm just gaining time out of nowhere. Like I don't exaggerate when I say that my Ayami one fight in my previous run, my PB, was perfect. It was like the 3 shots perfect, and that wasn't as good. I mean, it was still good for what it was. Overall chapter was solid, but I didn't expect to gain 10 seconds total. However, in Encounter 2, I fully expect to gain a good amount of time, because I made a pretty bad mistake in the beginning of the chapter, so I should gain that time simply by not repeating the mistake. Can't believe I'm nearly a minute ahead, though. just on disc 1. And I'm not even at the end of disc 1. I'll probably be a full minute ahead and then we can catch her 2, you know, goes smoothly. There is Ayami too, though. I might... She is the wild card here. I could lose time on her just from my aim not being good. Because that's like a 6-minute fight. 7-minute fight, actually. I recall. Oh, nope. Didn't mean to do that. I thought his head was open too. Well, damn, I missed that one, but I should be able to kill enough without going out of my way. I need to kill enough bomb heads to get 4 vials of blood total. Technically, I need to get 3, at least 3 before the soul shell, because I need it to get the soul shell. Damn, I missed that one, but after leaving this room, I should be okay. And killing 1 more should do it. Yep. So leaving this area, I just need to kill. Wait, do I already have enough blood? I don't know how. Okay. Didn't think I would. I need 1 more vial for Heaven's invisibility. It's weird though. I thought I would need to kill. I killed what? 3? 4? Maybe I'm just misremembering something. I thought I would have to kill 1 more, but we're good. Oops. Wonky menu movement. So, despite that weird hesitance in the blood route there, I'm actually ahead because I didn't kill enough bomb heads there, and then I had to kill the camellia that was over here in the outside. So I'm actually ahead of my previous run as far as this chapter goes because of that. I think I'm gonna be a bit safer with my Ayami too. Slightly. I'm gonna give myself 1 extra vial to heal. My previous run, I left myself 2 vials to heal, and I'm gonna leave myself with 3 instead. So that means I just use a level 1 charge shot as opposed to a level 2 at one point. Just because I think that last time was risky, and I don't wanna lose this near minute gain that I already have. I can't remember how much faster it is to mock. I'm pretty sure it's faster by much. But it is riskier, so. Alright, so this fight will probably take 7 minutes to 6 minutes. So, get a snack. And get another snack, because we're gonna be here a while. But I'm like I said, I'm gonna be a bit safer, give myself a little bit of leeway. And that is the most charge attack. Most charge attacks I'm gonna do. I feel like I'm aiming a bit slowly right now. Oh, nice. There actually are some patterns here that are... I'm not sure how noticeable they are, but... I've picked on them as I've played through this game over the years. So for instance, if there are 3 panels open, that means Ayami, 99% of the time, will already be in one of them. She won't have to walk in. If there are 2 panels open, there's a strong there's like a chance that she will be walking in, mainly, but sometimes she's standing there already. Most of the time she walks in like that. Same with 1. Sometimes she walks in, but a lot of times she's just standing there already. That's my fault, I should have known better. Sometimes I wait for her to run, because meaning she is a bit closer to me and I can set my aim up a bit more carefully there. Like there, technically I'm losing time there, but make sure that she stops running. I make sure to make my aim careful there. I feel like I'm losing time on this fight. Granted, this fight's so long, it's kind of hard to tell. Okay. Alright, so the beginning of that fight was slow. The middle, I think, my aim was actually really nice. And the last third of that fight was pretty slow. I can't tell how much faster and or slower that is compared to my PB fight, though. It's really hard to tell. I did use... In my PB, I used 6 vials of blood for 3 level 2 charge shots, whereas in this one, I used 2 level 2 charge shots and then 1 level 1 charge shot. So I did deal a little bit less damage with blood for safety. But we'll see. Yo, Tugala. Welcome. Huh. Honestly, that fight is not nearly as panic-inducing as it used to be. Yes, thank you for not distracting me, I suppose. Welcome. 7-minute fight. So we'll see. It's, like I said, I really cannot tell if that fight was faster or slower. It's such a long fight, and aim can waver dramatically. You unlock Killer8 by beating the game on normal or deadly. And having a save file, of course. Having a completed save file, essentially, on the regular mode. It's hard mode, so they grant you an extra personality, hence the 8. Use 8? Yeah, I use them. So because he's a crutch character, Young Harmon, he's a crutch character. So in turn, he's not necessarily mandatory to use, and he's not mandatory to use at any point in theory, but we end up having to switch to him anyway, because any other alternative is just way too slow or way too hard or unreliable. I should have 4 vials of blood, maybe 5. I think I have 5. Yep.
Dangerous.
Switch to Fire Ring And 2 down.
Following movement, it becomes pure white.
Collateral shot.
So I'm not really sure if I'm going to gain time or lose time in this chapter. It's really hard to tell. But I'm assuming nothing goes horribly wrong. I should gain a ton of time in Alter Ego. But Alter Ego being Alter Ego, you never know.
Those girls live. It is possible I have heard the humor, and it is. It is an impossible arrow reason. The visible girls. That gentleman. The glaring.
Oh, my Summit Best is looking real nice.
It is. Fearfully. It feels that there is not
2:53:53. That would be a heck of a time to get near.
believe a pigeon. The last pigeon has a habit. It is a neck, and it is a neck.
Dude, Ryota likes me today. That was super fast, round 2, but in turn, that more than likely means that round 3 and or 4 will be really slow. Wait a second. Oh my gosh! That was amazing! I think I'm getting the best pattern I've ever seen here. If nothing else, this first part was the best I've ever seen. Let's see how round 4 goes. No! No way! That was the best cursed fight I've ever had. Bar none.
Life, wonderful indeed.
No way! That's incredible. I didn't expect to gain that much time. Like, I felt like if I was gonna gain time, it would have been like a good 20-30 seconds. But not like a minute. Easily the best curse fight I've had. Easily. Like, not even close. Like, I think I got the best pattern possible. Alright, let's swap discs and not botch it. Right, yes, thank you all. Well, the really hard part is coming. This chapter, this entire chapter is the hard part. Man. Also, I'm not sure how weird it looked when I said no way, like when the pigeon was seemingly moving around doing nothing, but the pigeon moves in a very specific way before it flies, and I know it by heart, so I was able to tell immediately that I was getting a good phase when I got one. Now my possible time save is actually a bit more. I thought it was, if you look at the splits. It says 156. I assumed it was a 130. But yeah, this run is on fire right now. I can't believe that, though. I did not expect to gain that much time in Encounter 2. I'll have to check my Ayami 2 fight, though. I'm not sure which one was faster. I think that would be the main reason. Along with the Curtis fight. But this chapter is something. So I'm probably going to play things even more safely than normal, but that said, even if I do use some not super fast strats, just by not making a mistake with duplicate I made before, I should be ahead no matter what. The fancy font, oh, dang. I was thinking of using it now, but I didn't want to use it for a new run. Considering I felt like I could PB with I wouldn't say an easy PB, but like I had some easy time saves, but I didn't expect this much time save. But I'm considering doing it when I do a few practice streams, just have it splits up, not running, and see what people think. But this run is a run. Well, I know. I'm already switched to the firing. Gah. Nope. Did get this right. Yep. Stop being paranoid. Oh, dude, I've missed that. I think Nate mentioned. I haven't noticed it as much, but the enemies are a bit further back, which is why when I do my dodge roll there around the corner, it doesn't quite land. Like I always miss it because of that.
Fuck you.
I'm pretty sure that's the thing. Nate, I think he was more sensitive to that than me.
Fuck you.
Dangerous.
I haven't perceived it really all that much. But there, it would actually matter.
Fuck you.
A little bit of a slow maze, considering that aim, and I didn't see the laser immediately, but again, as long as I don't make that mistake that I made in my last run, this is an easy minute 30 time save, if nothing else. See, I'm feeling the difference. Aiming lower on their arms, making a huge difference with the mithrils. I've noticed it. Ah, darn it. Now I feel like if I was running this game on in component, I would be more easily able to dodge roll these smiles, because sometimes, if you notice, sometimes I scan invisible smiles to dodge roll, sometimes I don't. And it all just depends on the visibility based on my
Fuck you.
based on the chapter environment around them and what I can see on my TV. Sometimes when I have my component cables in, if I need to test something, I will boot this game up in 480p.
Dangerous.
It's so good, and I wish I could do that all the time. But alas, I don't have a component capture card. Yes, Dropbox, I know. My face is full. Stop reminding me.
Light.
Okay, so here's where I made the mistake, and I'm going to be very sensitive about this. So last time I didn't kill the Camellia, that cost a ton of time. Ooh, wait, that might be bad.
Collateral shot. Collateral shot.
That actually might be bad that I got a crit there. Oh, darn you. That was my fault. Oh, no, that's... didn't matter.
Collateral shot.
Oh, wow.
Collateral shot.
Okay, a little wonky with those dodge rolls. And me being a little bit safe with the Camellia, but that right there was at least a minute and a half time gain up over my previous run, if not more. Last time I missed the Camellia, that cost me so much time. Nice. Aren't you? So I am ahead by a heck of a lot, right? That was an intentional tank, by the way. Oh, darn you. Enemies are so just bulky in this category. In that case, I just opted to tank it. Ultimately faster to do so. I'm just gonna tank this guy too, because dodge rolling him would be much more trouble than it's worth. Oh, whoa. Hopefully that won't mess up the camera anywhere. If it does, oh well, I back up.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
How much wood do I have now? 6?
Dangerous.
Just barely enough to get through this without needing to kill anything.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Right, we're good. That room is always scary. Even if it looks like I know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna do my fancy setup for this, if only because if I miss a shot, then I need to go through the process of killing really bulky enemies. So I'm just gonna do everything a little bit more old-fashioned, you could say. Good thing I was far enough away from him.
Collateral shot.
That was really slow, but I wanted to make sure I got that, especially since I'm 2 minutes ahead, more than 2 minutes ahead, and I'm gonna gain a heck of a lot more time just from this split alone. I think this split is gonna be a very nice one.
First matchup, Harmon Smith versus Handsome Red. Hajime! Hajime!
Next matchup, Con Smith versus Handsome White Pearl.
Hajime! Hajime!
Yeah, really not much to say about this.
Our third matchup is Coyote Smith versus Handsome Gold.
Hajime! Hajime!
You're fucked. Fourth matchup, Coyote Smith versus Handsome Light Brown.
Hajime! Hajime!
Fifth matchup, Kevin Smith versus Handsome Dead.
Hajime! Hajime!
Sixth matchup, Dan Smith versus Handsome Blue.
Hajime! Hajime!
Seventh matchup, Mask Smith versus Handsome Purple.
Hajime! Hajime!
Oh man, this.
Final matchup, Garcian Smith versus Handsome Pink.
Hajime! Hajime!
Heck yes, dude. That. Nice to see. And there's not a whole lot of time to save in Smile 1, but there's a ton of time to save in Smile. And maybe not a ton, but a good amount. But overall, Smile is a refreshing break from how tense Alter Ego can be. Yeah, the thing about Smile 1 and JP8 is that it's essentially exact same route that you would use in normal. No difference whatsoever. Couldn't get the Zaka turn. Oh well. Yeah, there's really nothing too hard about this chapter. The hardest part is the timer smile, which I've come to terms with. Although, I mean, it can still be an issue. So I shouldn't downplay him too much. I wonder if anybody would ever pick up this category. It's a very specific category that not a whole lot of people probably even have the ability to play. Not like everyone has a JP version of their favorite games. Although in this chat, I mean, I'm not the only one that owns JP versions, like owns two versions of different regions of certain games. So. I have to switch to the fire ring at some. Probably when I'm turning into Kevin. I don't think I'm actually going to gain much time, if at all, in this chapter. Just because it's so simple. So much simpler than the rest of the chapters. This chapter is so by the books. Oh yeah, that's the hot new game that a good portion of my Twitter feeds are talking about. Things just kept coming up. Dang. Things should stop coming up then. Oh, what happens? I was thinking of going through another game in my backlog sometime soon, though. Maybe something short. See? I mean, I would need a system to play that game. Potentially with chainsaws and lollipops. Check my mail, OU. Dude, have you seen the Grasshopper Manufacturer Collection tag? Well, maybe you have since I posted it in the Discord. So many people have so many things. I saw a number of copies of Lollipop Chainsaw in there. First day I mentioned it, fair enough. Some people have multiple copies of that game. Although the thing that impressed me the most was certain people, like a few people had the 360 version of No More Heroes 1. Which is something that people mostly forget exists. It's a pretty cool tag. Some people have some really rare stuff. Like very limited edition soundtracks that you cannot find anymore. I don't know, it's just... I would want to own the 360 version, but the chances of me being able to play it are basically slim to none. It'd be cool as a collector's piece. But I would want to play it, that's the thing. Just to see how different it would be. Although it's the version that we got in America, Heroes Paradise, it's a different, slightly different version of the game than the one that they released in Japan originally, if I recall. I was actually looking into that, thinking if I ever did get a copy, if I could use that, but I'm not sure how expensive it would be, and even then, it's really more of a curiosity. Like, it would be interesting to play, but I'm not gonna spend my money importing it. Like, I'd rather import the PS2 version of the JP PS2 version of Killer7, which I do intend on doing. Or maybe even just getting the JP version of No More Heroes 1 and 2. Or get the Hoppers edition of 2, actually, that's a thing too. That's more. But I actually did look at the emulation. Oh, and quite a few people had copies of the Silver Case. The original one. Okay, let me know. I can, of course, take it back. Always. Like, I'd want a copy of the original Silvergate, even if I wouldn't be able to play it. That'd be such a good collector's item. But I would still naturally want to try to play it, though. Nice! Yeah, that's true too. I was actually thinking of doing that for Michigan Report from Hell if I ever get that. Which I want to, but it's just, it's not something that's on my radar right now. Like, I don't really feel like spending too much money right now after the new PC. I want to keep it a little easy on that. On extraneous things or games that are a little bit more low-key. Oh, I'm gonna gain time. Not a whole lot of time, but this will be a gold. Yeah, exactly, and the capture card too. If anything, the capture card is more important than importing games at this point. But yes, I need many. I need a Switch. There's that too. I need many things right now. So the chances of this being a PB are 99.51%. This is gonna be a heck of a good time. It's gonna be faster than my US Killer8 PB, which is so funny. Dying in line? Dude, if I died in line, I should just turn in my speedrunning card. And just give back all the sub money that I've gotten over the past year. Like, I don't deserve this. I'm a race. Okay, so here's a new strat. A new safer strat, and will be faster than the one in my PB. Should be, at least. Oh, yes! That was really bad aim on my part. I wasn't even, like, ballpark at the beginning. Dude, that was really nice. This is an excellent, excellent chapter. Some of the best aim I've ever gotten there. Definitely glad I figured out how mithrils work. Hitboxes there. By striking? Okay. Nice. Dude, really nice. This is a really great smile, too. The most I've seen of Octopath is just screenshots. Twitter. And I've heard a few other bits from just from the Twitter feed. People seem to be excited about it. To be honest, a fellow Kill the Past enthusiast, Dreambomb, who you may know or have seen, he's actually not the biggest fan of it. I just find his reactions to it pretty funny.
They know who's the strongest.
And it personally, it doesn't really tickle my fancy too much. Just turn it down there. But as long as other people are happy, that's good. So this is automatically better than the previous run, hands down. This specific chapter, I mean. It did remind me that I need to replay Final Fantasy VI again. I haven't played that game in years and it's so good. That needs to get replayed. If nothing else, that people just keep making comparisons. To be honest, I'm gonna be honest here. People seem to be in love with the visual design of Octopath, but I just don't find it very appealing. There's a I wouldn't saying it's artificial is not necessarily the right word because it's a video game. It's all artificial. More of that, just the style doesn't seem to gel with me. It just looks. I guess what Dreambomb would say, it just looks like somebody applied a lot of filters over pixel art and it just looks offensive to the eyes. Again, if people dig it, people dig it. Yeah, exactly. It's just like I want to like it, but it's just there's so much going on that I kind of feel like I'd like it if it would just more pixel art, less filtered pixel art. Like don't muddy up the pixel art with all that kind of stuff to it. Which I guess is why I'm not too. Even if some of the plot elements sound interesting, construction sounds interesting enough. I'm not a huge RPG guy, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But just visually, it's not calling out to me. People make a big deal about the visuals of that game. Again, like I said, this is just from what I can tell, like limited view of the game, and I'm not a huge RPG person, and I'm terrible at RPGs as well. So there's also that. One day I'll have these particular passwords memorized. Who's the developer of Octopath, by the way? Would it be a name I would actually know, or are they just some small and newer indie group? Learn how to aim. Wired. Nope, don't recognize it. Couple PSP games? Yeah, definitely. Do not know them. That's what they did. I mean, I know a few PSP games, but less likely I would know of them. Oh, yeah, that. Okay, then I do know of games they've made. Okay. Wait, the Samurai? I feel like I've heard of that. Nevada instead of Alabama for reasons I don't quite get. I'm missing a lot. Like, I'm overshooting or undershooting a lot of these letters. Eagle. Tenchu, heard of that. I mean, sure. I feel like on any remotely mainstream system there would be games I would like. Okay, all that's really left that could throw away time is just Greg. What did I do? I've actually heard of that game. I actually know that game because I heard that the alternate title was like a Batman reference, but they couldn't do that for rights. I'm thinking of the right game. Yep, that's it. Well, something like that reference, not necessarily that title. Was. Yeah, like Batman, that's what I recall it being. Oh, what was that title? Was it? The retroactive. No, really are weapons. Two games. Oh, whoa. When did the PSP even release? Oh. Well, I mean, Batman wasn't a thing until, like, Strikes Again, though. Like, when that was announced. Okay, here's hoping my aim is good. And really, it's more, not even Greg, it's just my aim. My aim isn't good. Obviously, it's slow. Okay, that wasn't quite perfect, but... That was still pretty good. I was able to knock his pants off Bob when around. Oh, that's interesting. That was pretty good. I'm pleased with that. So, get the golden gun, and then I get a bathroom break, because I need... Hey, 2004? Oh. Little bit older than I thought. Anyway, be right back. How was the US launch library for the PSP anyway? I recall when the original DS first released, it was so dry. Like, I'm astounded that it became the powerhouse that it did. The DS lineup was so dry for, like, launch up to maybe even 2 years after it released. And now it has a very, like, it's a great library now, but man, it was really dire if you looked at it. Oh, this is gonna be a good split. This is gonna be such a good split. Yeah, baby. That's a split. Also, how did I lose 10 seconds to Smile 3 last time? I have no idea. I assume that might have been a late split. Some split was late and or early. The run before that for me to lose that time. Maybe my mashing was bad in the cutscenes, I don't know. Well, that's good. I'm going to try to be on point with these junctions here. Oh, darn. Was not on point on that one. Middle Gear Acid? Oh, that's a game I want to try out, actually. Ape Escape? Series I want to play, too. Oh, Legends, no idea. Spider-Man 2, that's a name. Ridge Racer, that's game. Nice Day Winners, that's something. Luminous, that actually got an HD release recently. That's a game I want to play. Yeah, so budget, so respectable, highly respectable launch. Oh, darn it. I don't know why I thought it would be upright. Up left. If I look through a list of PSP games I want, I'd probably find a good couple dozen. But again, that's money. Darn it. Really late on that. I mean, the one game I want to play a lot is Mega Man Powered Up. I'm enough of a Mega Man fan to really want to play that. Yeah, exactly. Need to port it. I feel like that's a game that would do really well now. Especially since those who play it, like it had really good reception, just nobody played it. Not too many people played it. came out not at a great time. Especially like with Mega Man 11, now that that's a thing, and or you know with Mega Man, now that Mega Man like was before Mega Man 9 and 10 released, pretty sure. Legacy Collection, everything. Like that is just crying out for a re-release. And there also was that Mega Man X remake that had a significantly less enthusiastic reception, but it's still a thing. I also still haven't played any Mega Man X in general, so there's also that. Yeah, you probably thought you needed to play, you know, Mega Man A through W to understand it fully, I'm sure. Don't press Harmon Ring. Okay, we're good. Should mop the floors, yes. Don't enter Harmon Room. Good. Mop the floor. Get boba tea as a reward. Job well done. Also, I haven't had boba tea in, like, oh, years. Probably over 5 years at this point. I remember liking it. Ain't too hot. There. Hello? Let me shoot your third eye. Alright, I'm gonna get more water. Enjoy music. You don't want to know where the fifth. You don't want to know where the fourth eye is.
No, it wasn't me. It can't be. It's all a misunderstanding.
There was that ape versus monkey game in Metal Gear Solid 3. That's my most experience with the series. That's actually a really fun little side thing. I feel like I'm gonna lose time in this split just because I missed the third eye shot. But not a big deal. This is gonna be a sub 252, no matter what. Okay, I really think that it didn't hit a split right, because there's no reason why I should be losing 10 seconds. Or that, or even more time loss. I have no idea where that time loss is coming from. I'll probably just delete that split later. It's not an accurate split. I don't think that there's no reason why it should be like that. Fact. Do that. Let's just skip it. So Killer saved Japan. Choice is yours. Save the past? Is that saving Japan? It doesn't matter at all. It's a cutscene that we don't see at all. But I always give the option. If I ever did this game for a marathon... Actually, if I ever did this game for a marathon... I, probably wouldn't do that because it's just really awkward to make the goal kill or save the country. Yeah, Wishworm. Well, sign more as a side project anyway. It was a collaboration with Factor 5, and I don't care for it much myself. Welcome to the end of the run, I suppose. I mean, No More Heroes, Killer7, both Stovercase games.
Son of a bitch.
Flower Sun Rain, of course. People have mixed reactions about Shadows of the Damned. I haven't played it myself, but half the people I know seem to like it, half seem to hate it. You mean you're talking about Let It Die? The Dark Souls-esque one? That's on PS4. Suda didn't have too much input in that either. Oh, there's Short Piece. Well, Suda actually did do some directing on that and writing for that. Basically, just look at, like, the Grasshopper page. If a game is directed by Suda and or written by Suda, it is probably worth playing no matter what. If it's not written by Suda or directed by Suda, then you're gonna get far more mixed results. Okay, I guess we're saving Japan. Samurai Champloo, I haven't heard much about that actually. They did direct it, I just haven't heard much about it because most people don't own it. Played in Japanese. Ooh, long time ago. I doubt that it has a translation patch, but at least it might have a guide. But anyway, answer your question. Just look up Suda51. If he directed a game, it's worth playing. If he didn't direct it, your mileage may vary. No, No More Heroes 2 is a Wii only. But you can use the classic controller for that. Oh, Liberation Maiden, I've heard good things about that. That one he didn't direct, I'm pretty sure. Can't remember actually, but I've actually heard good things about that. Lollipop Chainsaw is another game that he didn't direct either. But I also heard mixed things on that as well. Alright, we're approaching the end of the run, and this is gonna be something. Diabolical Pitch? Dude, I've heard literally nothing except that it exists and maybe a few details. Yeah, details here and there. Heck yes.
You're awake from your nightmare.
Hark. The world won't change. All it does is turn. Now, let's dance.
Alright, thank you all for the GGs. This was a phenomenal run. I didn't realize there was this much time to save, but overall, this was phenomenal. I didn't expect to get a sub 252. PB, yep, PB and world record. I probably will not touch this category again for a while, but I mean, there were only some minor mistakes and maybe a few medium mistakes here and there, but for the most part, it went really well. And yes, I need to put more focus into US Killer8 now. Yes, thank you all for the congratulations. I'm really happy about this run. And I got local recorded, and my stream did not die. So, yeah, I'm really happy.